Waltz, Republican out of Florida. Sir, it's come to this. Wow. What is good in what we just heard there about what we can anticipate here in the coming weeks?
Nothing, Bill. This is an absolute crisis. And the Biden administration just continues to shrug its shoulders. And I think so many Americans are just asking why. Their basic solution right now is to increase shelter, increase services, and to institute a pilot program where they start interviewing people right there on the border about whether their asylum claim is legitimate. But when you're doing that, all you're doing is green-lighting to the world, come on over, that we have more shelter, we have more assets to process you. And then if we don't, we'll just send you right into the interior. And Bill, I think what's so frustrating is this is imminently solvable. 4 basic steps. Number 1, build the wall, build barriers, and put technology on the border. Number 2, put the Remain in Mexico policy back in place so people have to wait there rather than they get released into the border for their asylum claim. 3, we talk a lot about decoupling from China and bringing manufacturing back home. Of course, I'd like it in the United States, but if it doesn't make sense here, let's incentivize it to go into Central America, create jobs there, and secure our supply chains. Now you're killing 2 problems with 1 stone. And then 4, we have to go after the cartels. And we've talked about authorizing military resources, putting them on their back foot. But right now, estimates show they're making $10 to $15 billion per year off of human trafficking and fentanyl. Those 4 steps right there, Bill, and I think we would have this problem largely under control, and that's what our Republican legislation this week seeks to do.
The White House seems to think it does not have a problem. Listen to this exchange at the White House briefing yesterday.
You have laid out all the things that the White House wants to tackle, from the country careening toward a debt limit crisis to the southern border. Why is the president talking about meal vouchers for canceled flights and holding a movie night at the White House with all those things going on?
Because he's president, and there are multiple things that the president does, and he can talk about the potential manufacturing crisis that House Republicans have put forth.
Have you been a part of a plan to manufacture a crisis?
No, we're actually trying to solve this crisis, Dana. And what's so frustrating is, look, the left has shown its hand. This White House is beholden to its base. We saw it in the Democrat primary where every single candidate raised their hand during the debate, basically for open borders and for free services. And what has me so frustrated as a representative is when I talk to my constituents, when I talk to veterans who don't have the services that they need and deserve, when I talk to teachers whose classrooms are overwhelmed, our infrastructure that's crumbling, and yet those are services rightly for American citizens. We talked about the debt limit debate. We're talking about whether this country can sustain spending for American citizens. Yet on the other hand, the White House shoulder shrugs at the prospects of 8 million new people coming in and putting a strain on those same services like it's no big deal. And that is unfair to the taxpayer. That's unfair to these people who have paid into the system and already aren't getting the services that they deserve.
Michael, thank you for your time, Congressman. Michael Waltz, buckle up, okay? We'll be watching it every hour of every day.
Thanks, Bill.